this is what you're waiting for, a woman's perspective on camping and survival. And the other day we went to a place called Harbor Freight, and I know most of you are probably rolling your eyes by now saying, oh my gosh, you went there. Their quality of their stuff is not all that great. But they have some items that I couldn't find anywhere else. And we have one in the next city over, and I went in to look around. The main reason we went in to look around is because they have these solar kits, and we are going to be building a small shed, and we are interested in doing solar on our main house when we get it done. So we want to experiment. We're not going to put electricity right now. We might later on, but we would at least like to have part of the electricity on solar if we can do it. But we want to get a little experience under our belt to know if it's something that's feasible for us or not. And they had 45-watt panels, three of them. They're 15, 15, and 15. And it has the converter, and you need to buy the other, forget the name of it, but the thing that goes and changes it to like 110 plugs, the inverter I think it's called. And so we were just pricing those. We haven't bought them yet, but we priced them. So we figured under $300 we'll get a system and we could add to it from there. But while I was there, we found a few things. The first thing is we found a solar shed light. It's 4 watts. I haven't used it yet, but we can put, here we go, right there. We can put this on the outside of our shed, run a wire either through the, you make a channel through like underneath the eaves or something like that, or through a window, and it attaches to a light that has an on-off switch, so we can just pull it on and off. So that's one of the things we bought because, again, we need some kind of light in our shed. We haven't finished our shed. In fact, we haven't even started yet, but we're just preparing so when it comes time we know what we're going to do. Another couple things we bought is our gates. It's a long, on our highway, it's a long thing and there's no lights whatsoever, and so we have a gate, and so we bought a couple solar spotlights that we can put in the ground that would shine on our gate, so at night we can see where our gate is. Another thing we found is my toy. For $7 I found this little solar battery charger, and it pretty much looks like, you know, in the box. But the best thing is you can turn it around and put 2 rechargeable AA batteries. I've already done that. The other day, it's been raining, so I haven't been able to play with it very much, but the other day I did charge up 2 AA batteries. It charged up in about 6-7 hours, so it did pretty good. It's supposed to do a lot of other things. You can see it attaches to your light, flashlight to recharge, and all this other stuff. Personally, none of the connectors fit anything I have yet, that I have found yet. But even at $7, even if I just can only charge my AA batteries, that would be really great because I use AA batteries for a lot. All of our little flashlights and things like that are all AA. So I think it's a pretty good deal, and it gives us an idea for jumping into solar power. I would really like to find one of the big chargers where it can charge AA, AAA, DC, all those, but I haven't found one yet. So that's just my little toy, and eventually I'm going to try to find stuff, oops, wrong side, try to find something that I can plug in to play around with it. Some other things that I found, you know, things that you can only find at Harbor Freight. I found a carabiner. And I know you're saying you can find those anywhere, but not quite like this. Inside the carabiner is a little knife, a file with a bottle opener, and some of those little miniature scissors. The scissors usually ain't worth anything, but I'm always needing a knife for something to open, packages or whatever, and I can easily attach it to whatever. I could attach it to the outside of my bag, whatever. It's not a really heavy use type of thing. It's just a cheap carabiner. You couldn't really use it to hold that much stuff. But I just thought it was a really neat idea, that you could just attach it to something, and no matter what, you always have some kind of little knife there. And I'm always needing a little knife. And then I found a little key. And I thought that was really cool because this little key you can put on your keychain and always have, yes, a knife. That's a miniature knife too. Now it wouldn't put up for very much use because it's just a cheap little knife, but it's enough to open up something when you need it, or maybe cut some rope or something like that. And you could just attach it to your keys, and no matter what, if you have your keys, you always have a knife. And also, you might want to keep an eye on this though, because if you go somewhere like Social Security office, they check your keys and everything. And if you forget to take it off, you might be in trouble. But they might not even notice it. But I just thought it is the neatest little thing. It looks like a little key, and it goes straight and doesn't take up much room at all. And so that I got at Harbor Freight. This was just like maybe $1.60. This one was a couple dollars. Um, like I was saying, the battery charger was about 7, and it does 9 volt, little 9 volt batteries and everything too. And it also has a alligator. I didn't know if you see little. Oy, I'm doing it backwards. Alligator clips, so you can always clip it on, to the different batteries and stuff. Um, but as you can see, it's not too expensive, and I'm really going to go back later and get the solar panels. And the big shed light, I think, was about maybe $12, $12 to $15 for that. It was a little bit more expensive. But as you can see, you might check out some Harbor Freight, because even though the tools aren't all that great, they have things that you usually can't find at other places. And so get out there and keep looking. And what you waiting for? Bye.